Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll work on that as we go. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie Zucker. I am the music director and worship leader here at Congregation Beth Torah. I'm joined tonight by Susie Reber and Warren Sickle. So pleased that Susie is joining. I know, it's Susie. It's not that Susie. This is the other Susie. You can only play piano here if your name is Susie, apparently, so keep that in mind. I would like to say thank you to the Bow Committee for bringing us beyond our walls. As you know, we're always looking for digital docents and folks who want to help with our streaming services. Contact the office if you are interested. For immediate technological help, if you're watching at home, you'll need to take down this number. Please contact CBT's Technical Assistance Line, TALL, at 913-303-1134. That's 913-303-1134. Please text the number and someone will get back to you as soon as they can. For those of us here in person, I am calling the page numbers in these square brackets down at the bottom of the page. If I forget to call a number, they should be up on the screen if I have done my job correctly this evening. And it is never too early, too late, or too often to check your electronic devices. So if you want to just double check to make sure that nothing is on that makes noise, I would take that as a huge favor. We're going to begin praying together on page 121 in this, nope. I'm sure it's fine. Did it have today's date on it? No, this is the right one. I just did it wrong. But you know what? People know how to reach page numbers. Let's go to page 121 and say a prayer together before we light the candles. As these Shabbat candles give light to all behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. So the lighting is on page 120. If you would like to sing the blessings with me. I got one good week. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We will continue on page 127, page 127 at the bottom. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Page 130, Lefune Ranena, Psalm 95. Go forth singing songs of joy to the eternal. Lefune Ranena, Lefune Ranena, Lefune Ranena, Adonai. Lefune Ranena, Lefune Ranena, Lefune Ranena, Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letsuri, Shenu, Lekala, Fala, Beto, Chadodi on page 138. We welcome the Sabbath bride together.
Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam Simcha Uvetzola, Toch Emunei Am Segula, Boi Chala, Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Likrat Kala, seated. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShabbat, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malchei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Be'alma divrach yirtei ve'amlich malchutei b'cha Nase, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitala, Shemei Kedusha Barichu, Leila, Min Kol Birchata, Veshirata, please rise to Shmechata V'nechemata, Damiran Be'alma, Be'imeru, Amen. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Baruchu, Beit Adonai, Beit Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Le'olam, Le'olam.
Page 149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We're going to read together on page 155. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Micha
Hashkivenu tonight is on the slide. Now, many of you, especially if you listen to Song Session, have heard me say this is one of my absolute favorite prayers that we do. In this world that is just so bonkers, most of the time, the fact that we have a prayer that reminds us that there's a place and a time where we can just rest and then wake up and do our work again. So I appreciate your indulgence as we sing this Hashkivenu. We haven't done it for a while. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufos Aleinu Sukkot Shomecha Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up with our hearts and our minds at ease. Spread the shelter of your wings over us and everything. Help us to do and say and sing. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufos Aleinu Sukkot Shomecha. Sometimes hope feels further than the stars. At least pulled up and moved our way to Mars. I feel small and full of fear, and I don't think I can make it here. But then I feel your wings surround and draw me near. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufos Aleinu Sukkot Shomecha. Ufos Aleinu Sukkot Shomecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין ישראל אותי לעולם ata Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Koneh HaKol, Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofech Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayed Memunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Bagevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memidu Mechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'neiman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yalalu chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ahel HaKadosh. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lohodot. I invite you to continue the Amidah silently using the prayers of your heart or the prayers of the Siddur. And when you are finished with those prayers, to please return to your seats.
Say shalom, b'mroma. Oh, say shalom, b'mroma. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Oh, yeah, say Shalom Aleinu, Be'al Kol Yisrael, Be'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel. Oseh Shalom, b'mroma. Say shalom, b'mroma.
Our thoughts turn now to those in need of healing and return. We start with the Mishaberach for those in captivity or whose whereabouts are unknown. For all of our family of the house of Israel, Kol Yisrael, fellow Jews who face anguish and captivity, whether on sea or on land. For all those who face such anguish and captivity, Kol Yoshvei Tevel. May the divine have compassion upon them and bring them from distress to relief, from darkness to light, from subjugation to redemption, now, speedily, and soon. Let the verse from Isaiah be fulfilled, and God's ransomed shall return and come with singing to Zion, crowned with joy everlasting. They shall attain joy and gladness while sorrow and sighing flee. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
And may all who suffer through the wars and natural disasters that continue to rage around the world find refuah shlema, healing of body and of mind and of spirit. And let us say, Amen. Our attention now turns closer to home. To those of us who are in need of healing of body and mind and spirit. If you're with us online, you may access the Misha Berach list by following the link in the comments. And if you'd like to offer names there, we invite you to type them in the comments so that we may see them. For those of you who are here in person, I invite you to close your eyes and think of those in your lives who are in need of healing, including yourself. And if you wish, when you are ready, you may say those names aloud so that all of these names, those in our hearts and on our lips, may be gathered up together as we raise them in song. Blessed our ancestors bring blessings of strength, compassion, and healing to those of us who struggle with the oppression of addiction, emotional distress, and mental suffering. Surround them with loving kindness, grace, companionship, and peace. It is now time for our Simcha moment. We invite you to share a special Simcha, a joy from this past week. It may include birthdays, anniversaries, good news. If you're online, we invite you to type that out in the comments line. And if you're here in person, please, just sound effects make everything better. Please join us on the bima using the microphone, and then after you share your name and your Simcha, stay up for a little blessing.
I'm Marcia Ripmaster, and my birthday is Monday.
My name is Hadassah, and last night or a couple nights before, I woke up because I got a letter from one of my favorite YouTubers I wrote to a couple months ago. So congratulations! Yay.
My name is Estelle Edelbaum, and I just finished our first week of preschool. And I think the crying will stop soon. And I feel it's going to be a very good year. They're very cute. 2- and 3-year-olds.
Hi, my name is Jerry Swinton, and some of you may know I moved here after having served 31 years with a program called Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I just got this text from Big Brother Jameel, little brother Jamil's big brother. He said, "This is Jamil's last year at McPherson. Look who is on the cover of their basketball calendar." He said, "I'm so proud of how he has persevered and gotten better every year. The self-determination and drive he has developed will serve him well in life." So, yeah, let's hear it for Jamil.
Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks, of blessed memory, once said that he lectured hundreds of times a year, met thousands of people every month, and spoke constantly with people of every type throughout the world. Once, at a meeting, he asked a group of fellow rabbis, "What is the single most frequently asked questions of rabbis?" Now, you can imagine what some of the answers were. Why do bad things happen to good people? Where was God during the Holocaust? Perhaps questions about Judaism and science, or Judaism in the modern era? On, all these heady intellectual questions. And finally, Rabbi Sacks smiled. "The most frequent question asked of rabbis," he said, is, "Rabbi, do you remember me?" While we keep lists of things that we long for, that we think we long for, what we long for most is to be seen. We don't just need answers, we need acknowledgement. We need recognition that we exist. As part of a community, as part of a Jewish community, as part of this community, that's one of the reasons we come together. For services, for events, lunch at Panera. It's for that recognition and acknowledgement. We come to be seen. We come to see. Thank you for letting us see you, for taking the opportunity to be seen and giving us the opportunity to see. Now, before we sing Shehechianu, we have one more thing to celebrate, so you want to turn around and look at that. We have a month coming up. For those of you who know how this works in the Jewish calendar, it's almost Elul, which is terrifying, because that is the final month of the Jewish calendar before the High Holy Days. The blessings are on page 379 and on the slide. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good. Now on the slide, Rosh Chodesh Elul Yihiyeh B'Yom Shlishi. The new month of Elul will begin Tuesday. As we honor each one of you for the gifts that you bring to our sacred community, we join together as in song as we mark this sacred occasion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kivanu v'higiyanu b'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kivanu v'higiyanu b'zman hazeh. thank you all for sharing. Re'eh, see. This is the first word of this week's Torah portion. And because we Jews are so ingenious, also the name of this week's Torah portion. See, Moses says, this day I set before you blessing and curse. He goes on to exhort us to see and follow the laws set forth by God, which he enumerates at length. Then, near the end of the Parsha, Moses reminds us about the three pilgrimage festivals: Pesach, the Feast of Unleavened Bread; Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks; and Sukkot, the Feast of Booths. And he reminds us that at these times, we're supposed to, according to most translations, appear before God. But that's not what the Hebrew says. The Hebrew word that is used here is yireh, which really means they shall be seen. I mean, think about that difference between being told that you have to go appear before God. No, go to the temple that you may be seen. We're not commanded to go to the temple to see God, but to be seen by God. And now, I don't think that this is implying that God doesn't see us wherever we are. I think rather it is emphasizing what an important act it is to see and to be seen. This entire portion is framed by these ideas: to see and to be seen. See these commandments. See the blessing and curse, the choices laid before you. Be seen by God, but not just alone. Be seen as a community. Maybe that's why so many of us today are still part of synagogue life. Why we come to services and programs, why we join each other for small groups and restaurant nights, join the choir, to see each other and to be seen. You know, neither of these are solitary acts. At least two people are required for this equation. When I started thinking about this, I started thinking about how many of our commandments, our mitzvot, require us to be in community, to not bear a grudge, to not take revenge. Those inherently require an other. To leave the corner of the field uncut for the poor, to love and help the stranger, to relieve a neighbor of their burden, to be fruitful and multiply, to comfort the mourner. You know, Jewish mourning rituals are very prescribed. Traditionally, we say Kaddish 11 months for the loss of a first-degree relative. But we don't say it alone. We're supposed to be in the company of at least 9 other adults, to be seen even in our worst days, and to see that even in our grief, we are not alone. It's one of the reasons that we here at Beth Torah revived our daily minyan. We have a virtual daily minyan Monday through Thursday. When we say Mourner's Kaddish during a service, most Reformed Jews all stand and recite the prayer together. Traditionally, though, it's a call and response prayer. The mourner calls out to God, and we, in response, shore up and reiterate that call. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. But since we're here, I want to take a minute to talk about the Kaddish prayer. One of the podcasts I listen to is a weekly conversation about that week's Torah portion. It's called Sivan Says, with leading Israeli journalist, media personality, and Torah scholar Sivan Rahav Meir. Sivan points out that the prayer begins Yitgadal v'Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, expressing desire that God's name be glorified and sanctified. She says, we want God's name to be Yitzgadal v'Yitzkadash, to be bigger, to be sanctified. And as we move through the prayer, we continue in this vein, asking over and over again for God's presence to be more and more and more increased. Why? Why would we do this? Why would we ask this at a time when we may feel really disinclined to have God around? Our mourner's Kaddish, when we are remembering our pain, when we are remembering our loss, and we ask for more and bigger God. Here is Sivan's take. I almost had to pull over on the side of the road. Every person, she says, was created in the image of God, B'Tselem Elohim. And when a person passes away, in a way, God's presence in this world is diminished. Something holy is now missing from our world. Therefore, we request, Yitzgadal v'Yitzkadash Shemei Rabbah. We want the divine light to be increased in order to help fill that void. We ask, God, please be bigger than my grief. So I want to do an experiment. Along with your handout, your prayer book should have a copy of the Mourner's Kaddish. Has a few words highlighted. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to read it together in a more traditional way. I am going to read the part of the mourner, and you will read the part of the comforter, joining me at the highlighted moments. If you're saying Kaddish tonight for someone and you would like to experience this support, see what it feels like, please feel free to join me. Or you can just sit in silence and let the whole thing wash over you, imagining my voice as your voice, and still feeling the support of the congregation. As we cry out to God to return some holiness into the void we feel, our community will shore us up in that cry. Yitzgadal v'Yitzkadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'yomechon u'v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imeru.
Amen.
Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal. Shmei d'kudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Damiram be'alama v'imiru. Amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imiru.
Amen.
Say shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imiru.
Amen.
Pretty powerful. Thank you to whoever caught the brichu that I forgot to highlight. I'm not saying that we need to change the way we do things in the Reform movement. I'm not even saying that we should change the way we do things here at Beth Torah. But I do encourage you to remember what this felt like. To support and to be supported. To see and to be seen. My podcast practice seemed to be in cahoots with itself this week. Things are getting super weird and challenging for the cast of an audio drama that I listened to, and two of the characters were having a conversation, and Trinket asks Doug how he's feeling about everything. I'm just really not sure what to do with it all, Doug says. Well, the first thing to do is what you're doing right now, Trinket says. Reach out to other people. Try to stay connected. And that's the thought I want to leave us with. If it's not already for you, life is bound to get weird and challenging. And in those moments, I hope that all of us remember the genius of Judaism to build a religion that insists on community. the wisdom of Sivan Rahav Meir to ask for help in filling the void, and the advice of Trinket to reach out to others and try to stay connected. Thank you for doing a little experiment with me. The rabbis of the 14th century added the Aleinu to our prayers to remind us that no matter how hard things get, there are always better days ahead. I invite you to stand if you are able to pray the Aleinu with us on page 586, and then we will go immediately to page 591. Nope. You know what? I don't need it. Who needs a pick? Whatever.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atid gedula le'yotzeh b'reshit, shelo asanu k'gayei haratzot, elo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam melkeinu kahem, edor aleinu v'chol ha'olam, v'anachu korim u'mishacharim u'modim, lifnei Melech Malchei Hamolchim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. ונאמר והיה אדוני בארץ. You may be seated. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ונאמר והיה אדוני בארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. I invite you to read with me on page 593. Page 593. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of life and light. We remember those Israelis and non-Israelis who have lost their lives in the battles between Israel and her neighbors. We remember those recently laid to rest whose families are in the Shloshim period. Jane Golub, mother and mother-in-law of Amy and Sean Kane, and grandmother of Claire and Harper Kane. Chevelle Shames, daughter of Cindy Shames, sister of Adam, Michael, David, Corey, Shelby, and Simon. And on the occasion of their yard sites, Jeannie Bellotti, Ann Dubrov, Faye Ginson, Ron Greenbaum, Gilbert Greenwald, Ida Kaplan, Semen Kucherovsky, David Kupperman, Minda Noam Levy, Mary Stitch Lilly, Philip Lustig, Harold Meyer, John Pavlov, Jack M. Rozovsky, Raymond Rittmaster, Richard Rosenfeld, Irving Shames, Bertha Spector, Lois Cram Turner, Alexander Vaisflegel, Jason Kip Weiner, Mark Weingarten, and Edith White. If you're saying Kaddish for someone whose name got dropped off the list or isn't on the list, or you have a pronunciation that you would like to correct, I invite you to do so at this time. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. The mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. I invite you to rise or stay seated, as is your custom tonight. Yitkadav yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divrach hirtei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'yamechon u'v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach le'alam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shmei d'kudisha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'momav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'momav, hu ya'aseh shalom Before our closing song, it is time for some announcements. I would like to thank our Shalom squad, Kevin and Damien, and also my musicians, Susie and Warren. Thank you for rolling with me as you always do. I am very appreciative of that. Our Shabbat celebrations continue tomorrow morning with Shabbat morning worship at 10:30 in the sanctuary. There is no Sichat Shabbat this week due to the holiday weekend. Next Friday is our Friday night Torah service, so bring your little ones to join in the Hakafah and get a sweet treat, and we will also have the sweet treat of celebrating a baby naming. Our Weiner Religious School opens in just 1 week. Sarah asked us to extend a special invitation to our entire Beth Torah community. You're welcome to come join us on the first day of Weiner Religious School for bagels at 9, family tefillah at 9:30, then stay and schmooze until you can join the Community Israeli Movement Circle at 11:30, followed by an ice cream truck out front. Whoa, thank you, Mr. Zucker. Sunday is also our first interfaith conversation of the year. Whether you're a new Jew, Jewish adjacent, or in an interfaith family, this casual conversation group is an opportunity to ask questions, compare notes, and find community. And Song Session is finally back. September 10th, we will be live here in the sanctuary, and also you can watch it on our virtual sanctuary. And we're going to be featuring some original music by Jim Applebaum. There is so much going on. We encourage you to participate in events at Beth Torah, and I encourage you, the next time somebody says nothing's going on, pinch them for me. And then nicely ask them to go look at the website. It just keeps going and going because we also have the slides for the High Holy Days, which are shockingly close. Our closing song is going to be on the slide. I mean, you know, if I'm talking about community and I'm talking about how we are together, there's really only one song we can sing, Kehila Kadosha. So I invite you, if it makes sense for you to do so, to stand and sing with us. All right, I'm going to pick up my backup pick, and we'll see what happens because it's slippery and I might drop it, but that's okay. After our closing song, we will meet in the Ulam for Kiddush and Hamotzi. You are a 10, then we need Savi. We stand here today and remember the dream. If you are a 10, then we need Savi. We stand here today and remember the dream. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosh, holy community. Kehila, that's what that means. Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, la 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 la.
Must heed the call.
Each one of us must seek the truth.
Each one of us is a part of it all.
Each one of us must remember the pain.
Each one of us must find the joy.
Each one of us. Holy community. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha. Each one of us must start to hear.
Each one of us must sing a song.
Each one of us must do the work.
Each one of us must right the wrong.
Each one of us must build the home.
Each one of us must hold the whole.
Each one of us. We are Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosh, one more time, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Take care of each other out there.